Well, Callum, I feel like every time you and I get to speak, it gets a little bit bigger each time. This one has to be the biggest moment of your life, of your career so far. So I see some frustration on your face, but I'm curious to know what you're feeling after that fight.
Yeah, obviously I'm feeling very good, to beat a tough, undefeated fighter. It's I'm a bit disappointed with the performance. I've just felt like I couldn't get off. I felt like I could have been better, performed better. I was pushing for the cows all week, and I don't know if I'm going to get them, but yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. I enjoyed it.
Highland cows on the horizon one way or another, whether it's through a bonus or maybe, I don't know, someone watching this wants to donate some Highland cows to you and Tabitha. With, wanting the fight to play out a bit differently and not being able to kind of capitalize on some things that maybe you were hoping to, where did that stem from? Was it pressure of this huge event? Was it something else in life?
Yeah, it could have been a bit of everything. It could have been pressure from the event. It could have been pressure to perform, in front of everybody. But I was here a long time too. I felt like by the time I got to the ring, it was a while. And the heat in Vegas, and again, taking nothing away from my opponent. I was fighting a guy that's 17-0, with 15 knockouts. He wasn't just some scrub off the side of the road. So a bit of everything came into play. But I was happy. I think the crowd enjoyed it. I think it was a good fight. I don't know how many good fights there was tonight, but I think definitely we put on for the crowd, so hopefully fight at night.
To be a part of this historic card, and then also to take away someone's zero, as you mentioned, how much more satisfying is the win when it comes with, he'll never forget you for many reasons, but you did take away a zero.
Yeah, it feels very good, and don't get me wrong, yeah, I'm very happy with the win. I'm definitely very happy with the win. Taking the zero is good, and I talked to Dana after, and I said, look, I'm sorry, I want to be better, and he said, two undefeated guys, on this big of a stage too. Neither of us wanted to lose, and he was prepared, and it was good, just being able to perform in front of a crowd like this, and still win, not feeling at my best is still a bonus.
You and I have talked many times about Dana's impact on your career and how much it's always meant to you to have him, maybe not in your corner, but right on the side. But how much does it mean to be a part of such a huge historic event in the co-main slot? And how was this week for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. It doesn't even feel real. I just got out of the ring. I was talking to Dana, and then talking to Turkey. It feels crazy. And then Jason Statham. It's like people that I've been watching on. That was actually cool. Talking to Jason Statham. Someone I've watched an AV movie for forever. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just an amazing week. It's great. My grandmother was here. Getting to really enjoy it with my family and stuff. It's cool. For people, and my coaches from back home, amateur coaches, it's cool for the people that have seen me since I was 6 years old, to see me here now. It's cool.
To be a part of this moment as well. I would imagine that you just can't wait to get home. Probably don't want to spend much more time in Vegas, but when you envision the rest of your year and what's on the horizon for you, what comes up?
Yeah, when I got out of the ring, actually, Turkey asked me if I wanted to fight in November, so I said, I'm ready. I might as well, not doing much else. In November, yeah, Wembley, hopefully.
Amazing. Absolutely no rest in this business. Callum, it was fantastic to get to watch you fight, and always great to get to talk to you. Congratulations.